Welcome to the midweek update for Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. I'm Alex Joyner, pastor of First United Methodist Church. And in this little update, I wanted to give you a flavor of a visit I took to this place this week at Loaves Fishes Ministries, a ministry that actually began with the help of First United Methodist Church and has now grown to serve people with food insecurity throughout the region. So hope you'll enjoy this little visit. And if you stick around, you can also see the video that I did for worship this Sunday with more responses to questions I asked as I was getting to know the place. Hope you're having a great week. We'll see you soon. Why is it important to you, Jim?
It's important to me because I think we're called as Christians to serve folks who need our help in the community, and this is one way to reach out and support folks who are in a tough place.
There's still a lot of inequity in terms of food access in our community. If you look at where affordable housing is, there's often not a grocery store nearby. So what we are able to do is kind of give people access to the right kind of food and nutrition education that helps them to eat better for their life.
Anything that you would say about particular needs of the organization right now?
We do have a pretty big operation, as you've seen, and so we rely on financial support from our community to keep operating. But we also, welcome donations of, kind of specialized items like diapers or culturally specific foods or foods that somebody might be able to make into a Thanksgiving dinner.
So I read this book by Susan Beaumont called How to Lead When You Don't Know Where You're Going, which seems like a perfect title for these times because hardly anybody knows where we're going in these post-pandemic days. So it is important, though, to remember why we do what we do. In one sense, our mission is defined for us. The United Methodist Church has a mission statement, and it is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. But how does this church live out that purpose? Or as Beaumont puts it in the book, what purpose is worth the risk that a leader is asking the people to take right now? I asked that question to a lot of folks in my first months here, and I got lots of answers. Some of them reflected the fact that, heck, we're just missing some of the programs and activities that we had in the before times, before the pandemic. We'd like to get those fellowship dinners back, and we're wondering about those musical styles that used to define some of the other worship services that we had. Digging deeper, I got to 3 different areas that seem to be calling us the most. One of those areas reflects our calling to connect with God and with each other in the church, and I'd put this broadly under the area of formation. We feel, as I heard, a real need for small groups and long-term studies that will strengthen our faith and help us to grow. And I heard a particular longing for children and youth ministries that can offer that formation for our youngest generations. So what if our near-term purpose was to reconnect with youth and children in some vibrant ways that help them encounter the love of God? Score! A second area is also about connection, but connection outward. Missions and justice ministries have been a huge part of this church's identity. How can we not only continue the ministries that we've been involved in the past, but also make an impact in new ways on the community around us? What if our near-term purpose helped us encounter others and speak a prophetic healing word to this city? And finally, I heard a number of folks talk about the potential of our online ministry. This church adapted quickly and creatively in the midst of the pandemic to doing worship virtually. Could we build on that to do even more, to connect more people to a vital faith and to online community? Connecting inward and upward through spiritual formation, connecting outward through mission and justice, connecting online. There's a deep hunger for connection going on here. It's a clue to what purpose is worth the risk for us to take in the next step of our life together.